Hello, hello, hello. I am here 5 minutes early. A whole hour earlier than what I normally do, to be honest. But we are here. I'm just watching the microphone levels to make sure. I've got a fan on me at the moment. I don't want the microphone to be picking up. It seems to be fine at the moment. But hello, Turkish Invincible. Hello, Logan 7 Titan. How are we all? Hopefully my fan isn't absolutely causing an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I'm still sorting myself at the moment. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. It's very hot at the moment. I'm sweating so fucking much. But we move. We move. Oh, fantastic. Hello, Matthew. I was worried no one was going to be here because it's an hour earlier than what I normally do. But yeah, the temperature is insane. I cannot handle it. I'm a winter person myself. Because when you're cold, you can put more clothes on. But when you're hot, you can't really do much once you're butt-ass naked. And that's not acceptable in public, so... No, I need to buy an air conditioner unit, like a little freestanding one. But I've got to wait for payday. It's nice. It's just too hot at the moment. It's too hot too quick. I haven't adapted. But it is what it is. Yeah, I ran the two that you get yesterday, one for just logging in, one for completing it once. And then I got one more ticket today. And then yeah, event ran out. This is one of the first times I've seen them do a 24-hour event, which was unique and different. So the event was very shit anyway. You could only use Married to the Mob, and barely anyone had them leveled up. Nothing interesting. Right, the plan is today. All my nightmares are actually all complete, so I'm just gonna run through some PvP and then campaign as well at the same time, because I haven't done any of the new chapters that came out recently. So just gonna go through and run them while this fight is going on. Spam the Discord. Yeah, I didn't play it for quite a while, and then I found that I was forgetting to play the game. So my new way of keeping me playing the game is doing PvP. And yeah, so I've been running my way back up. Where am I? Intermediate League 3. Still quite a while to go. But why? I know I don't see you in the chat much, but why are you quitting being a mod? The paycheck not good enough, or just not interested in the game anymore? Fair enough. Yeah, I know the Discord has hit a point at the moment where it's primarily brain rot, and I hit a phase where it's just pissing me off as well. I couldn't be bothered to keep up with it, but I've kind of I don't know what the correct word is. Joined it, kinda. Fair enough. Yeah, it is. Yeah, general is not general anymore. General is no man's land. You can't do anything in there. But it seems all the other chats do get used as correct. I think general is just a nightmare. A lot of the main people do make this a very difficult server to be in, but Fair enough. Yeah, I think as a whole, the game and the server it has hit a lull at the moment. As there's the people that joined for season 3, they've kind of maybe phased out a little, and I think this is the future of the game that we're gonna have to get used to until season 4. And now it's really in Ubisoft's hands to make sure the player base is happy and somehow keep the Discord in check. Yeah, I get what you mean. I've spent too much money to drop it as well. And I enjoy the Invincible franchise as a whole. Yeah. If they keep up with it, the good work on the events, then they'll keep me at least. I saw that in the Alliance. I saw you rush your Invincible. I will be honest, I'm not fussed about rushing my main team at the moment, and I apologise massively if that's holding the Alliance back. But I just want to build my whole roster out, and I've been having fun doing that. So hopefully you can't hate me too much. But when needed, please let me know, and I will focus on my main team. But just slowly been getting everyone up. Yeah. I know it's going to be tough when we hit a point where we feel we can't beat it. But honestly, I've been having so much fun planning out every event, and just slowly just picking characters to go all the way up. And it's not much to look at, but I'm happy. A lot of yellow at the top. Fair enough. I know I kind of want to focus a bit on Rex at the moment, because I know his case file is one of the easiest, I believe, because everyone's case file, they're just on their own, but in Rex's one, you can get the whole Teen Titans team. So I think Rex may be the one that I hard focus on for a bit, just to get one case file done, ready for whatever comic book character is coming in at whatever point they add it. Ah, fair enough. Nice. Yeah, I'm lagging behind on the case files, but one day I'll get there. Nice. I mean, it will be cool to see in the future when they do slowly have... I hope the plan is to have every character as a case file. And it gives everyone a kind of incentive to build out every character rather than 5 to do campaign, nightmares, and events in. But only time will tell. We have the Mystical 2.6 update that we should be getting next week. We'll see what's in that. But yeah, they just need to keep flooding the game with content. Well, not flooding it, slowly drip feeding content. Yeah. Apparently, a small update did drop for a couple of people, but it had no content in it. So people had updated app stores, and they had the whole intro scene of the downloading stuff button. But no, it fell at a normal time. normal updates are on Tuesdays. So the notification was correctly timed, but not with the update. It only means that next week we should see something. Just the wonderful Ubisoft. So far, the routine I've got myself into is I save up all of my gems for the new character events. So I think in total I spent around 15,000 on King Lizard, which I have for most of the characters. And King Lizard by far was one of the most successful events I've had. Through just the event alone, I managed to get him up to Epic plus 5 stars, which I'm heavily chuffed about. To do it free to play, I haven't spent any money in the game for a while. But yeah, this is the greatest flex I have at the moment. And right now, I'm in that phase of going back up. 1.4k. I don't know why I'm pressing those buttons. Nice. That's a lot of gems. I do intend on when those 30k gem bundles for £30 comes out, I will be jumping into them. Who do we think is next in the shop? Because I mentioned it on the video I did earlier this week. What are the stats? I've deleted them. So at the moment, from Worlds Beyond and Global Defense Agency, they're the smallest factions at the moment in terms of characters in them. So my money is on Donald for GDA or Science Dog from Worlds Beyond. But we don't know who this character comic book person is from the case files. Once we find out who that is Multiple good? No. He has unique quirks, I guess. He pairs up very nicely with Darkwing, the original Darkwing. But in general, because he's a rare, it's very difficult to rank him up. So you're better off focusing on other characters. But in unique situations to play around with, yeah, Multiple is good. But in the overall general part of the game, no. I know I was talking to Magical in the Discord about it, and he has a strat where he uses 4 Multiples and a Darkwing. And Multiple makes his twins, and they all have like the human tag, I believe. Let me just remind myself. Multiple. Yeah, he has the humans tag. So do all of his clones. So what happens is when a human dies, Darkwing will stun him. But that's the one and only case I've seen good usage of Multiple. But it's a fun little thing to do, if that's what you want to play around with. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I know lots of other people have different views on the older Multiple. No worries, Timinders. Always happy to help. Yeah, but we asked for it. Everyone was asking for rare characters, and they gave us rare characters. Did I win the last one? I did, yeah. my normal strat for doing PvP is I just do every fight. I don't mess around with deciding if I should go for them. I just fight them because at the moment I win the majority of them. Yeah, there's a big list of rare characters they can add. Most of the Lizard League could probably fall into that category. If there's anything that I want, it's more a kind of roadmap from the developers. Some sort of regularity. Hello, Magical. I'm all right, mate. How are you? To be specific, it's been over a year. It was April last year they did that Q&A. And yes, we need another one ASAP. So if one of your last things you do as a mod is to spam them in that moderator chat, please, Mr. Titan, to do another Q&A. And say it's from Francis, and then add a few kisses onto it if you want. Yes, we need another Q&A. Amazing, being healthy, magical. You gotta ask a few more times. I mean, I'm in Hirokari's DMs every other week, so trying to ask for stuff. Don't get anywhere, but hopefully one way I'll do it. I didn't know you were out, Magical. I'm sorry. I know this is an hour earlier than what I normally do, but I finished work early today, and I thought, why not start a bit earlier? Which means I'll probably finish a bit earlier than I normally do. Well, hurry up and run home then. No, you don't have to do that. I appreciate it. Squeaky chair. Hearing me from two places must be crazy. Why does that feel like a Mexican standoff? Hello, JFFK. Oh. That sounds like nightmare fuel. You don't have to bot me in a sense. I'd be happier knowing that the 7 people that are currently viewing, if I look over to my right, are real people. A lot of the brain rot in the server does need to stop, so that strike is well deserved. I mean, I think I'm on 1 strike as well, but I'm not too sure. I don't know if the mods keep track of that. Ah. Oh. Interesting. Leak it. Send me screenshots. Do I have any strikes? If you could confirm. Because when I think I got the strike, I think I was also messing around with a few of the other mods who was online. And how many strikes is it? I wonder genuinely what would happen if a content creator, because I haven't seen any repercussions for content creators so far. I've seen quite a few have actually had their role removed because I believe they don't make content. Well, no, I've never seen any get told off. Okay, I can't do any more in the normal one. Let's I hate the restricted one so much with a passion. Ah. Some mods don't listen to the rules though, so they have their own rule set for themselves. What am I doing? Okay, let's move on to restricted, which I'm doing absolutely terrible in. Junior League 2, very far away. Okay, that's good to know that I'm in the good books somewhere, in a sense. I will breathe and relax. Oh. Yeah, there's this mod in there called Electric 7 Titan. Doesn't do much. I don't have any complaints. They're just, you know, the people that just spend a lot of brain rot. If anything, that fucking cat corn dog, I don't know why. Initially, it just really pissed me the fuck off. Seeing that cat corn dog everywhere. And then I was stupid enough to send a picture of my Apple Watch. And I'm literally fearful for my life on how many people have that photo on their gallery. I know Magical, you're one of them. But I don't know why that cat corn dog just gets me so turned all the time. I will have a look now, Matthew. Yeah, that fucking cat corn dog. I'm trying to make peace with it, but there's something about it that still pisses me off. But I've let it get to me too much to the point it's now like part of my internet personality. Just, and people know it's the easiest way to get to me. Be thankful. Be thankful, Mr. Titan. You do not know what the cat fucking corn dog is. It's so unrelated to Invincible. And now every 9 times out of 10, if I was to randomly put a message, someone will put the fucking picture in. But it hasn't happened for a while because I think the other mods have been shutting down on it, which I'm so grateful for. I don't know why. Yeah, I will one day chill over it. I promise. All right, let's have a look, Matthew, while getting some more. I saw you screenshotted. You said your King Lizard was up to exceptional plus. Where have you got him now? Oh, you got him up to 5 stars as well. Very nice. I really want to get my Nissa up when I can. It's just not available. I'm hoping, one thing I am hoping for very soon is the multiverse shop to refresh. Because we had Lucan and Fuda for a long time. We've now had, I feel like we've had Agent Spider and Darkwing 2 for a while as well. So it'd be nice to refresh them with the next 2 characters, which I believe are Anissa and Cecil. Or Cecil and Anissa, yeah. I'm very excited for you, Magical, because you're going to add some life into the content creator chat, because nothing goes on in there. Hirokari, bless her, does her best and adds like gifts every other day. But other than that, it's completely dry. Yeah, you do indeed need to upload a bit more. Just a tad more. Just so you're ready. But this is the first time I've actually gone through restricted and had very little issue. Or no issue at all, to be honest. I'll be ready. I'll be watching it. Oh, this is your other channel? Have I subscribed to this one? Ah, so this is just your just throw whatever you want. Hello, Andrew Jackson. Welcome to this amateur corner of the internet. Oh. The thing is, that is such a magical thing to do. You got to let Titan off though. Me and Titan have been in the server since the UK beta. Titan's old. He's been through some wars, so give Titan some breathing space. What do I think about the Beast event? The truthful, it's shit. It was okay. I'll put it nicely. It wasn't a great event. The event itself normally is fine when there's a very hard kind of battle beast that you kind of get through 5 waves and massive difficulty jump. But the fact that they locked it down to married to the mob characters, which I feel the developers must know, characters that no one uses, so no one got anything from the event. So that was the only downfall. I'm assuming Seal Meal Deal. I don't know. I'm assuming because I'm an hour earlier streaming. But you know, people are busy sometimes. Okie dokie. Yeah, I got to wave 24. If I hide my screen, I can show the screenshot. Let me just finish this actually. This high tier battle right now. Yeah, this is my wave 24 that I got. Absolute big flex. And it was the highest I saw. Actually, I saw someone got 25 around that. Fair enough. It was an event where you can't. There was nothing you could do really. It was terrible. But I will give the developers a benefit of the doubt that it's the first time that they've done an event like that with that kind of restriction. So it's a learning experience for them as much as it is for us as a player base. It was indeed an event. Best defender, my opinion. I'm very torn between Titan and Alan. And I'm seeing Magical and Logan. You're putting Alan, but I'm on Team Titan. But I also have a lot of bias towards Titan. I think on paper Alan is the best, but in my heart Titan is my favourite. Supporter is very situationally dependent. Robot for most scenarios is the best, but if you have the healing gel, I believe it's the healing gel artifact, slap down Atom Eve, and Atom Eve is crazy support. In my opinion. I can't even remember what other sports there are. Yeah. Red Rush. I forgot about Red Rush. Red Rush is up there as well. I mean, once I am able to get the healing gel, I will actually take my Eve up. But until then, she is staying at Epic plus 5 stars. Russ is also good in his certain areas, I believe. I believe with From Worlds Beyond characters, he works quite well. The meta. Oh, the meta was crazy. Was it Invincible? What was the first meta? I feel like I remember Invincible, Immortal, Green Ghost, Robot, and Atom Eve. I believe that was the first meta to the game. Or it was the first meta that I used, a triple support team. And a triple Earth Defender support team at the same time. But that was when From Worlds Beyond had nothing. Robot, Universa, Conquest, Omni-Man, and Invincible. Which do you need to change? I would change that conquest. For the long term, conquest isn't going to be as available as, say, Titan and Allen, who are in the general pool in the shop. So they're more reliable to, with luck, get in the shop. So conquest, you're going to be very slowly getting him up, and you're going to get everyone else a lot faster. I would potentially as well. So you got GDA from Worlds Beyond, another from Worlds Beyond. So swapping Conquest out. Yeah, I'd swap Conquest out for Titan, to be honest. So you've got all 4 factions covered. In your current setup, I'd say Titan is probably better to replace Conquest. So then you've got 1 GDA, you can focus all your heroes into Feed and Robot. 1 from Worlds Beyond, you can focus all into Universa. 1 Criminal, focus everything into Titan. And then Omni-Man and Invincible, they're both incredible characters, so you could easily share between the 2. And I believe Earth Defenders is also the biggest pool of characters, so you should be able to pull food for that a lot more easier. And my personal opinion, if you did want to stick to the meta, potentially swap Conquest for Allen, and then Omni-Man for Doc Seismic. Just so you've got all 4 factions covered to help focus on leveling up a team. Nice. What how many stars is it onto Omnipotent? Is it to get to level 1000? Is it 17, right? Change Conquest to Titan. Yeah, okay, yeah. That in my opinion, that'll be the best. 17, okay, yeah. I think I might focus on getting some of my main team up to 17 stars. Just for that cheeky level 1000. But yeah, Battle Beast, not good at all. Nice, cool. How many? Crikey, I've just been going crazy. 322 tickets left. How far am I from the top? They're on 12,000. What the fuck? Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Means you don't have to pivot your roster too much. So yeah, swapping your Titan out for Conquest sounds like the best plan for you. That's crazy. So let's get to level 1000. You get the reward for 1 level. How much is a level up? 14 million at the moment at 939. But that's also a big every 20 level up. Will it show me off? Oh no, it won't. Okay. I haven't spent money in a while, but from time to time I do pop a couple pennies over to Ubisoft. I try not to. I don't make a lot of money in real life with my current job, so any money I got does have to go to rent. I've spent a lot more than £4.99. It's the sad truth. I think I've spent in the regions of £100 to £200, which is devastating to say that out loud. But we carry on. Well, if we're gonna pull that argument, I've been building my team out wider rather than focus. If we want to make it a competition, Logan, we can. I can rush my team, and we can see who has the most power in a week's time. No. I generally live stream on Thursdays, so I'm trying to keep to that schedule, and I'm just playing the game. If I can get to number 1, that'd be fantastic. But the goal isn't really number 1. The goal is just to play games and talk to the world about Invincible God and the Globe. But yeah, I'm too far away from the top to actually get to the top. I reckon I could, though. I don't have all the time in the world. But I know with Multiverse Arena you can infinitely loop and get tickets and everything. If I try and find it, yeah, you can get 5 entrances for 450. And I believe every battle you fight, you get 500. So if you can win every battle, you've kind of got an infinite loop of multiverse restricted arena. I think the only characters I don't have at Epic Plus 5 stars are the majority of the rares and Shapesmith. I can actually fact check that right now. Yeah, most of the rares are still just at Epic. Shapesmith's still at Epic, but everyone else are up to 5 stars. Don't worry about it, Andrew. I understand you perfectly clear. I mean, as the saying goes, I speak English because it's the only language I know. But you're speaking English because it's the only language that I know. So I don't know if I said that correctly, but don't you worry about your English. I've been playing since November 2023, because that's when it got rolled out to the UK as a early open tester access beta type thing. Yeah, so I've been playing for quite a while. Yes. Over a year and a half of dedication to this free-to-play mobile game. Don't know if I should be proud of it, but I'm happy. And welcome from Asia. I was in Asia a couple months ago, last month. I was in Hong Kong for a little holiday. I don't know where in Asia you're from, you don't have to state, but Asia's cool. Glad to see that my reach is all the way over there. Indeed. Gotta have to support. Oh, everyone's going to Asia. My work colleague's going to Japan in September. I don't know where that is, to be honest. Let me quickly search that. Oh, it's, yes, Japanese. Japan. Whereabouts in Japan is that? It is... Oh, a very remote island. Very cool. I am from the United Kingdom. No, I'm English. I do have a bit of other European countries in my bloodline, but as far as most people are concerned, I'm English, British, a tea drinker. That's a very disappointed oh. I'm sorry for disappointing you, Andrew Jackson. I don't know what answer you was expecting. Ah. What kind of British phrases have you learnt? A classic. What are some very common, like not like the derogatory kind of British ones that people say like Tuesday in it or bottle of water? What did the British have any actual phrases? That's what you got. The general, it's hot in it. Or when you get into an Uber or a taxi, busy day. I'm not sure, but bottle of water, yes, okay. Bottle of water. Because we do not pronounce our T's here. Glad to hear our nonsense way of speaking is big in Asia. How for 12,000? Maybe I could make it up to number 1 at the end of the stream. I'm not sure. I do also want to run some campaign and catch up with that a little bit. So I'm not going to do multiverses all day. Oh, very nice. Have you visited England, or is there any want to visit England? I'm gonna do these run of free battles, and then I'll switch over to campaign. Ah, fair enough. Nice. It's very difficult for me to say good things about England. I know London is a big attraction to a lot of people, but I live just outside of London, and I've gone into London a lot of times to the point where it doesn't have that kind of fancy aura of it because it's just London, you know, tall buildings, seen them all before. But I feel like from a tourist perspective, London is very cool. Just afraid I've not got that vision. Fish and chips are classic. Yeah, there are lots of good fish and chip places. I, I wouldn't recommend fish and chips in central London, to be honest, because they're overly expensive. I bet they're nice. I've never tried it myself, but they're probably nice. But probably when you go around to like the outskirt parts of London, like the little like towns and stuff, that's where the fish and chips is the best. I would recommend my local spot, but then you'd probably narrow in on my location, so I'm not going to do that. Fair enough. I do intend in the distant future. I would love to move to the south coast. It's nice and peaceful down there. I've gone down to I believe it's Eastbourne quite a lot. I'm a big like kind of a backpacker expedition kind of person. So the Seven Sisters I've walked out about 50 times. I'm going to walk it again in a few weeks' time. Yes, what a shout! A Sunday roast, a Toby Carvery. Or just say any general Sunday roast is pretty good. My favourite food. Sorry, I missed a message slightly. My favourite food in the UK. I'm a very big burger person, but I don't know if you can define burgers as a UK kind of delicacy. British food. Pull open the Google. An English breakfast. Yes, that slaps. Or not throwing out the slang too much, but an English breakfast is incredible. Sunday roast, fish and chips. A shepherd's pie, bangers and mash. Yeah, right. I think for me it will have to be a full English. I Toad and Hold. Nah, I like it, but it's not near the top of my list. It's just a sausage and a Yorkshire pudding. Oh, a beef Wellington is English. I didn't realise that. I tried making a beef Wellington not long ago, and somehow massively ruined it by well, when I cut it open, it was still red raw in the middle, and it's not like a little bit of red raw like you like your steak, maybe like medium rare. It was honestly fully red. So I've got to go back to watching Gordon Ramsay to learn how to make a Wellington. But I didn't realise that was a British delicacy. At the moment, it is 4:48 in the afternoon. So, end of the working day. I finished work quite early today, so... I normally would start streaming at 5, so in 10 minutes is my normal kind of streaming time. So I don't know if I'm going to expect to see the people who regularly come in pop in there. But no. Maybe I'll note for the future, do not start an hour earlier. Sorry, I like to read my the campaign story. Tempe in your country. That's quite late. I know it's very strange for me when I was in Hong Kong and I was trying to keep up with work kind of stuff. No one would start putting on the Teams chats until midday and just end in a day. It's crazy. Big time difference. I play a couple of other games. If we'll start from categorizing. So on mobile, I do play the Pokemon trading card game Pocket. I play that religiously, like I play Invincible, so I'm always checking that. Then elsewhere, I play a bit of everything, to be honest. At the moment, I'm kind of catching up with GTA, just for the excitement of GTA 6. I'm doing a bunch of GTA 5 online, doing all the business heists and stuff. Yes, we got the Eevee pack next week. Very much looking forward to the Eevee pack. I do have a partial addiction with the actual real life physical Pokemon cards. I'm looking up at the moment. It's a very small amount. I've only got 4 Elite Trainer boxes, to be honest, but I only really started a couple months ago. But yeah, Pokemon's a big issue with me. Arena Breakout or Delta? I can't say I've ever heard of those games, to be honest. What kind of games are they? I have a iPhone 16 Pro Max. No, because every time I get a phone, I feel the need to get the most biggest expensive version. It's a really bad habit, but okay. Yeah, I'm not good at FPSs, I'll be honest. I've tried Call of Duty. I enjoy them. I'm just not good at them when they come to like online play. What is Pokemon Masters EX? I think I have it downloaded on my phone, but I've not actually tried it yet. Let me. No, I must have deleted it. Yeah, I think there was a brief time I did have Masters EX. I just never actually played it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Maybe I'll re-download it and maybe give it a go. Ah, DC Dark Legion. I did play it, but I didn't gel with it, to be honest. Yeah. I think it was more I got used to Invincible. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, the main big thing I had an issue with is in Invincible. I really like the battles. Like there's so much going on, but in DC Dark Legion, the battles felt so empty. And I was more invested in playing Invincible than I was DC, so I ended up dropping that. Are there any game? Well, do you mean are there any more Invincible games or any more games like this one? Because if you're looking for more Invincible games, I don't know any other than the one that's coming out next year. Games like this one, okay. No, not that I know of. In the DC Dark Legion is the next closest one that I can think of. Oh, rip. Satisfactory has been in my wish list on Steam for quite a while, alongside Factorio. I enjoy those kind of the games. At the moment, when I'm not playing GTA with friends, I'm playing a game RimWorld. I have a ridiculous amount of hours in that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't heard that name in a while. Also earlier today I was playing Bloons Tower Defense 6 because there's something about it that really just gets an itch in my brain. Yeah, I played a bit of Battlefront 2. I've dipped my toes into the Star Wars franchise. I think do need to jump in. I've watched most of the films. I just haven't kept up with it. And all the Disney Plus series I need to catch up on. The main big thing, if I had my camera on, I would show it. But I'm a massive Marvel nerd. I have the Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor on my arm tattooed. And I watched all the films. Well, 99% of the films out when they come out in the cinema. I'm trying to post more. Initially, I was only live streaming, but now I do a video every week. Just to try and make content. Pull up character vid. I have no clue what's going on in the campaign. Yes, yeah, I think I'm on the same line. The only thing I haven't watched as well is the Marvels. I don't know why. It's not because I'm sexist or anything. I couldn't be asked. I will watch it eventually. But yeah, so far I've watched everything MCU apart from Agatha and Echo. I didn't watch them. No, 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 no. No. Please, let's not go there. Interesting. I haven't. I've read a couple of Marvel comic books, but not too many. No, 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 no. I don't know how to explain that. What what is going on? I'm not planning on doing blackface. What's happened? I don't feel the need to confirm my sexuality on the internet. I think what Logan meant was because I didn't watch a film. Um, when did I? I didn't say I cosplay Lucan. I made an impossible deal, but I'm not cosplaying Lucan. Oh, fair enough. Maybe with that kind of the fact you enjoy it, I will give the Marvels a go. All I know is when I was like kind of like looking up to the hype of it, so I watched a lot of those kind of like rumored people. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm losing my mind. The people that look at the leaks and like the rumored stuff that are going on. When I saw that there's a planet that they go on and they just constantly sing, I kind of lost a lot of interest then. Um, yeah. I am. Yes, sure, Andrew Jackson. I will confirm just for you. I am straight. I've I believe legs on that you're probably on the group of people that are forcing me to cosplay as anything and everything. Um, but I for the sake of my internet personality, I can't do any of them. Yeah, Miss Marvel, the actress, is great. I see she's very active on like all of like the online social media and Reddits. Don't worry about apologizing, Andrew. Yes, all the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games are really cool. I've been meaning, I've been meaning to do a lot of things. I realise I don't know how many times I've said that. Um, but yeah, was it Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which is on the Switch? I've been wanting to buy that for a while, but I don't use my Switch enough to justify it just yet. Oh, I could do that. I'm very excited for Fantastic Four First Steps. How many gems do I have? 1.9k. I had a lot more before the weekend. No. Yeah, before the weekend. Because it was the King Lizard one, yeah. I had over 10k, but I spent all of it for King Lizard. At the moment, I'm sitting a nice humble 1.9k. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just it's a game of luck, to be honest. You got to get the right characters. Don't worry about spelling. It's I understood you. It's just the patience is the hardest part of it, but it's not difficult, I guess. It's just knowing who to use. If you want to rush a character up to Omnipotent Plus, it shouldn't take you too long. And I'd love, actually, that's a good idea to do. It's just a speed run of getting an Omnipotent Plus hero. But what's your highest ranked character, Andrew Jackson? How close are you to Omnipotent Plus, or are you already there? Level 10's good. You should be getting a decent amount of elites. Nice. Ribble's a good choice. Oh, Marvel Ultimate Alliance is on Steam. How much is it? Where is it? Wait, hold up. Okay, that's crazy. I didn't realize that. I was just seeing. When did that happen? Yesterday. Holy shit. Fair enough. I will download that actually. Uh, no, I just saw a game that I used to play on mobile is now on Steam. Fair enough. Okay. You asked how many omnipotent armors I have. The exact number. Equipment. 1, 2, 3. That many. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25 pieces in total. Okay. Stage 60, I think when I get to the end of this chapter, so 10 more stages, I will call the stream there. It is currently Thursday in the United Kingdom. We are technically behind you, so when it comes Friday with you, it's still going to be Thursday for me. That's crazy. You're right. What do I do for a living? I will not state that on the internet. As a few people already know a bit too much about me than I comfortably would like. So I'll be keeping my occupation a secret for now. As far as I need to say though, I'm official content creator for Invincible Garden the Globe. That's crazy. Oh, fair. Yeah, it's fine to be curious. What stage are we at now? 66k, almost done. I believe this is then me all caught up in the campaign then, so I can relax. Sounds like a terrible classmate then. It's never a bad thing to be too talkative. It's probably a lot better to be more talkative than it is to be quiet. No worries, I'll see you next time, Matthew. It should continue next week, Thursday, around the same time. Okay, last one. I'm against the point where I'm actually struggling a lot with these campaign missions. I've not been watching as it's been going fine, but I'm seeing now that they're actually getting a big chunk of health out of me every time. Cool. That is me all caught up, and then I think that's where I will end the stream. There's a few other stuff I'm doing this evening that I have to prepare for. But Andrew Jackson, if you're still here, thank you very much for spending a lot of your time with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. But yes, I will now be off. Yeah, next video should be out on Monday as standard, and then yeah, we carry on from there. But thank you very much. Yeah, quite a good one as I finished all the campaign now, so very good. But I shall end it here now. Glad to hear that, Andrew. I'll see you next week, maybe at next week's live stream. Feel free to pop in and spam all the questions you want to ask, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. But yes, I'll call it there. Thank you very much, and I shall see you next time.